In today's video, we're going to check out a plugin for an editor in Joomla that will automatically translate a bunch of text that you have in your editor. Hey there, Joomla fans. Tim Davis here. I'm a Joomla fan too. Thanks for tuning in to Watch Me Work live stream number 175 here on the Basic Joomla Tutorials YouTube channel, where I show you my favorite extensions, tools, and tips for building and maintaining Joomla sites. I also work on Joomla sites. Maintain them, migrate them to version 4. So if you're looking to hire someone short-term or long-term, or even to get you out of a bind, then drop me an email, tim@cybersalt.com, and let's talk. Oh, look, that camera's just a little low. All right. Today's video is brought to you by mysites.guru. Do you have a Joomla site? Of course you do. Head on over to mysites.guru, get a free site audit for it, and while you're there, check out the tools and information that will save you time and money maintaining one or multiple Joomla sites, and you'll save a lot of time. If you decide to subscribe, use the coupon code BASICJoomla, and you get your first month free. All right, everybody. So if you, as you saw from the description of the video, Mark DeChevre dropped me a note yesterday saying I should check out this plugin. So I thought it would be a great topic for us to do it today. And so let's turn our attention to the screen right away. Now we have in chat, we've got Bjorn and Johan and Ivor and Serge. Hello, everybody. Those that have said hi in chat and those that are just lurking, it's good to have you here today. And let's check this out. All right, so the editor plugin that we're going to check out is this one right here. I'm going to paste the link to it. There we go. Editor translation plugin, and we're going to take a look at the documentation for this today, and we're also going to download it. So why don't I just do that right away off of the page, just so we have it here. Let's see what opens up. Where will we put it? Let's go to my delete here. Let's go to new folder and Obix. There we go. We're going to put it right in there. All right. Now, what this plugin does is that it through an API call to Deepl, D-E-E-P-L, what it does is it will it does the translation through that API call. So you're going to need an account with Deepl. Now, you can get a free account with Deepl, and I'll give you the link right here. Hello, Mary, in chat. I've already, just to save the effort and the time during the live stream, created my free account. Now, you'll see here that this lets you translate 500,000 characters per month, and you get an access to all features, and you can upgrade to Pro at any time. Now, one thing I will say is that in signing up for this, I did, you do have to put in a credit card. So that is, that's one thing that maybe might throw some of you off. You do have to put in a credit card in order to confirm your identity, and we can take there's probably some settings in there to set a budget or something like that so that you're not getting charged. But anyway, so that's one little step that I know will be a thing for you. All right, if you can hold on for just a second, I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Just had to close the adjust the window here in the room here. So anyway, so we're going to check this out now. I'm all set up with an API for it, so let's go ahead. We've already downloaded it, and so I'm going to go into my Joomla site here, system, extension, install extensions, and we're just going to drag this up. Now, typically, an extension that is an XTD, where is it? XTD is a button that gets added to an editor in Joomla, and that's what we're going to see happens here. Let's just see if we need to activate that. So let's go to System and Plugins. And now we're going to go filter by the highest ID number. Yeah, there it is there. There's some settings that we'll be looking for. But I expect that now when we open this new tab, and this is just a plain Jane Joomla 4.2.2 site. When we go to content and articles, let's just go to the typography article. We're probably going to have a new button that we are not used to seeing before. Yes, no, let's see, where are we here? Oh, Obix editor translator button is not properly configured. Okay, well, we probably have better do some configuring there. So for that, we're going to just go and we will read the documentation. Now remember, this is the Watch Me Work live stream. So for those of you that are watching and like thinking like, oh my goodness, why is this taking so long? This could all be done in a couple minutes. It's a chance for us to hang out, and it's a chance for me to just figuring this out online here. That's what we do on Wednesdays. It's actually a nice time for me because quite often I would not just stop working and just sit and read and look at something. So every now and then I get a comment about watching work live streams. I had someone complain the other day that I was eating during it too. How about that? Anyways, not that it really bothers me that they were complaining, but just so everyone understands. All right. This system plugin allows translation of selected text from within a text editor. Why? Because they thought it might be handy. Joomla 4, PHP 7.4. The installation package contains a plugin and a library. The installation of the package is the same as for any other Joomla extension. As you've seen, we've just done that. And the plugin should be activated automatically. Okay. The plugin is the type editor XTD because operation of this group of plugins is triggered by a button below the editor area. They're often called editor buttons. The plugin roughly provides the following functionality: translation of text that is marked for selection, replacing the marked text with translated result, and translation of the text entered in a text area, inserting the result into the editor at the cursor point. Okay, so configuration, the authentication code needed to access the Deepl API. Once you're logged into your service account, it can be obtained from your account page. And I have that over here on in another window. Now, listen, I'm guessing I'm going to reveal what this. I don't think there's any way for me to hide what this API is, so I'm going to change it after the live stream. I'll contact them and change it, or maybe there's a tool through which I can change it. Here we are at the plugins in the back. So let's go and look at our settings. So here we go. Deepl authorization code, Control V. Oh, that's going to work out. I won't have to change it. Available selectable languages. All right. Available service languages, installed site languages, or published site languages. This relates to. Does this relate to what's installed in Joomla? I don't know. Let's keep reading. Oh, selectable languages. Isn't it nice to have? Well, it's not only nice to have good documentation. It's good to remember to read it. Available service languages allows choosing from any of the language offered by the service. Installed site languages allows choosing from any of the languages installed on the site. This limits the length of the list of available languages, making it easier to choose from. All right, so if on your Joomla site you have, let's say, French and Spanish installed, you will only see options to, hello, Michael. You will only see options to translate in the languages on your site. And then here, similar to the above, but only taking published languages into account. Well, why don't we first of all start out with available service languages, and then we can always do the restriction afterwards. So available services. Split sentences on, let's see. Oh, look at that. Toggle inline help. This is a thing in Joomla 4, everyone. If it's new to you, instead of having the mouse over stuff, which isn't accessibility friendly, there's the toggle inline help button at the top. So we can read right here. Sets whether the translation engine should first split the input into sentences. On punctuation and on new lines, no splitting, on punctuation only. Okay, so I'm thinking split sentences would be where it puts the break. We will see that. Preserve formatting. Sets whether the translation engine should respect the original formatting, even if it would usually correct some aspects. Do you want to preserve formatting? Let's see what is it. Respect formatting. Okay. Sets whether the translation engine. No, it's the same thing. Well, whether the translation engine should respect the original formatting, even if it would usually correct some aspects. Well, I'm not quite sure what that means. Sets whether the translation should respect the original formatting. I think this has to do not with the formatting of the CSS or anything, but this is actually the formatting of the sentence. I wonder if it's sort of maybe like rewriting the sentence, or maybe it does some AI or something. So we'll leave this at no. Formality. Do you want the translated text should lean towards formal or informal language? So, all right. So when it translates, you want it to be formal or less formal. We'll leave it at the default for that. Tag handling. Sets of HTML tags should be taken into consideration. No. Let's leave that at none. Maximum number of service requests before translation attempt is considered to have failed. 5. Okay, timeout. Force tiny MCE button display. Yes. And caching global, we'll leave that. And debug, we'll leave that at no. All right, so we have that. And now let's refresh this page. Okay, now we have the translate button down here. Now I was thinking that I would translate some existing default content, but I forgot that it's all in lorem ipsum. So we don't want to give Deepl a headache trying to do things here. So why don't we do this? Let's go close, and we will go. Let's see. Your template. Is any words in your template? Let's see here. Okay. Oh yeah, templates control the look and feel of your website. This blog is installed with the Caption. Okay, so here we have some English. So why don't we? I'm going to copy this just for fun, and we'll go down here. We'll paste this, and now I'm going to let's try translating this. Click translate. Source language. Try to detect. Well, we know it's English, and let's change it over for Ivor and Bjorn. Let's go to Norway. What's our option for Norway here? Is that what's the language? I should have known that before. It's Norse, is it not? Or which language should I try here for you guys in Norway? I'm just looking over at the chat here. Norwegian. Okay, so Norwegian is not there. So we will, okay, well, let's just go for French for now. We'll start with French, and we'll translate. And look at that, it's translated. Les modèles contrôlant l'aspect et la convivialité de votre site web. All right, well, that's pretty handy. Now, one of the things that Mark DeShevre pointed out to me yesterday was that this does respect your HTML in the background. So let's, for instance, let's go down here. We'll paste it a little bit further, and we'll paste that English again. Let's make this sentence bold. And we'll underline this text here. We'll make that underline. And now we will do this, and we will translate. Oh, Imran, yes, what is that? Ivor said, okay, Ivor says Danish. All right, we'll do Danish. Oh, there we go. And hello, Imran. We will translate into Danish. And there you go. And notice we've got our bold And we also have our text, which is underlined. Now my spell checker is going crazy because it doesn't recognize most of these words as being English words. But that's kind of cool there. All right, let's go to one more here. Let's paste again, and we'll just give this a bigger font size, the whole thing. And let's give that a heading just for fun. Headings, heading 1. And what will we translate this into here? We're going to go translate. And I was wondering if there was Arabic on here. Oh, there's Turkish. Yes, Imran, we're not doing Google Translation. This is a plugin that you can add to Joomla that communicates with Deepl, D-E-E-P-L, and do translation. We could translate to from English to English British. All right, so let's do Ukrainian. Translate there, and now you have that. Well, this is pretty handy. So 500,000 characters for free each month, and that is pretty that's pretty handy. The monthly price is like $7 or something. So if you were doing a lot of work that required transition, then you will. It seems pretty affordable and pretty handy just for working. I mean, you can always do the translation somewhere else and then pop it in, but then you're gonna have to do all of your formatting and all that. Imran says Bengali. Let's see. We'll post this here. Let's see if we got Bengali as an option. Translate. Nope. Bengali is not an option offered here. Imran, is Bengali a right to left flowing language? I think everything here is probably left to right, if I am right. If I'm correct. All right, so I'm going to save this change to your template. And why don't we, let's see how this looks on the front, just to see what we've done here. Let's see, typography. Your template. How do we find your template on? Oh, here's your template down here. This template controls the look and feel of your website, and here is the French, here's the Danish, yeah, and here is the Ukrainian that we did, and we paste the English again. Oh, Bengali is also left or right. Okay, maybe they will have. Maybe they don't have that language offered yet. Now we did see that you can do a setting in the editor here to basically only offer the languages that are installed on the site. So let's go save. Now when we go to this article, if we go and we select the English and go translate, maybe do I need to refresh? Let's refresh. It is refreshing. Taking us a little while here. While we're doing that, oh, that's taking a long time. There we go. You know what? And this is only anecdotal, but I'm going to say this. I still find 4.2 I still find 4.2 just a little. I almost wonder if it still has that token issue again for speed, but no, I've got it all turned off here, so maybe it's just my computer working hard. It does tend to do that during live streams. Okay, here we go. We've got our type your template is the article we were looking at. And so let's see here. We select the English and we go translate. Oh, there you go. It worked that time. There's our target language. The only one installed is English to British. Okay, so why don't we then, in the back end of the site here, there we're going to go here. Let's close this. Let's go System, open that in a new tab. Install, here's languages. All right, why don't we install, let's install the Danish. And we'll install the Dutch. And we'll install the French. And let's install one more here. Let's do Spanish. Oh, okay. Norwegian is there, but it's not going to be one of the ones that offered. We'll install that just for you guys. But then we also have Spanish. All right. So now if we go back to the article and go to your template. Well, Imran, I guess there's only so many languages that can be added at one time here. So templates. All right. So we'll select this English and we will right click. Sorry. Is right clicking an option? No. All right. We will translate. And now we are offered the short list. So that is pretty good. Ivor says, pity they don't have the world language Norwegian. Yes. Language is a great thing to bring people together and divide the world, isn't it? So this is pretty slick. And it's just working. It was very easy to set up. And just very handy. I could see the, one of the advantages of this. Let's go close here, and let's go new. Let's say that I'm writing an article, new. We'll just call it new article. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the site. I hope you enjoy it. Now watch. Let's say here. Let's say I want to translate this site into French, but I need help doing it. I would like to translate this site into French. So if you can read this and would like to help, if you can read this and would like to help, please email tim@cybersalt.com. Now all we have to do, now this immediately becomes, I believe, does this become a link now? Oh, I had to hit space there. Yeah, all right. So that's a link. So we can actually, all I need to do is select that, and then I can go translate into French, and look at that. It was just so handy to do right in here. And that's great. All right, so very, very cool. What a neat addition. 500,000 characters. I don't know how many characters even just this one sentence is. Let's see. Let's go here. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. All right. 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100. So there's about 150 characters. All right. So we did bring up the that and divide by 150. That basically in a month gives me basically 3,300 lines like this sentence that I just typed to translate. Yes, it includes. Yeah, I guess includes spaces, and I just very quickly went through there. But my point is this: is that yeah, that's a fair amount of handy dandy information if you're doing any translating. The other thing too is remember if you're working for a client that requires a lot of translation. Having said that, translation is kind of I speak a little bit of French. I read probably more French. I don't know how accurate this is, though. I don't read it well enough. So the danger of using a translation service is that you're accidentally going to offend somebody, or something is going to be wrong. So, would I take on a client in another language would I take on a client in another language that I don't speak fluently and actually just use trust translation like this? Only if I told them, look, I'm going to use a translation service that may not be accurate. You'll have to go through and read everything if you want. But then you expect that someone that is making a site or having you build a site in another language would supply it in that language. And they're probably going to work with somebody who knows the language. So there's that caveat to things as well. But this is a really cool translation tool just to maybe use in our own little personal way. Yes, and Serge points out that there's a Windows-free app from Deepl. Yeah, if we go over here and just check out Deepl and click on Deepl Translator, Johan says Deepl is better than Google. I've kind of heard that. Yeah, here's where you can do some translating, not even logged in. So let's see here. Let's go to our article and let's copy that and we'll put it in here and paste. And so it's recognizing it as English. Now this is a little problem that I have with Brave browser. It doesn't know the language that I'm emailing from. All right, so it's just a little problem it's a problem. Copy link address. Let me grab a tab over here from Chrome. I think maybe this might be better. Okay, there we go. All right, so go like that, and here we can. Yeah, you can always it's just like Google Translate into French. We go like that. Now the downside of not having it right in there is that now if I were to post the French here, I would have to go and start doing any formatting. Let's say if I had hello everyone, if it was underlined up here, I would have to go through and figure out bonjour à tous, and this is à tous would be everyone. So you'd have to do the formatting there. So let me catch up here. Serge says that you can translate everything out of Joomla .doc routes. You use it every day. You launch it with Windows. Michael says you must be careful between UK and American English, let alone another language. Yes, Michael. Same thing in Canada. We're British English, so you'll notice that when I get typing, like in Canada, this is the typing for color, whereas of course in the States it is this. I often will just use the American spelling because so many of my visitors are American. And the other thing too is I have found this that. Has Mary said hi yet? Is Mary here yet? She's American. Yeah, she is. That's right. I have found that Canadians are very used to seeing American spelling. And so I oftentimes will just use American spelling because Canadians are used to it. And hold on for a second here. That's a phone call. Susan, yes. That was my mom that just called. You want to call her, make sure everything's okay? Yeah. Okay, just got a call from my parents. So, Yeah, so I use American spelling often in things. So let's go up here. Oh, hey, Mom. Hey, sorry, hello. I'm. I think they pocket dialed me. All right, sorry for the confusion there. Sarah's just saying there's a Windows-free app from Deepl. Okay. That's what we're getting to. And you can fire it up. All right, that's cool. And use it every day. So, Michael, yeah, the difference between UK and American English, yeah, there are some subtle things there. Imran said he developed a site in German language with English where he didn't know German and used Google Translation. Yes, I've just been looking at a site from France that asked for some help, and I'm working on a quote for them to migrate them to Joomla 4. It's struggling with that quote because there's some things broken in the Joomla 3 site. But anyway, but what I did was actually once I logged into Joomla with the profile they gave me, I switched to English. But yeah, I definitely, if there's stuff that you're reading that's not translated, you're definitely going to need something like Google Translation. Bjorn says go to the bottom and change the language. Is that a reference to Brave browser? Bjorn, that's way back up on the chat here. So Sarah says when he has something to translate, he goes Control-C and 2, and then direct your language. All right. Michael says, let's see, we've got something about has to be color code there. Imran says you set default language to English. Yeah. Johan says, will it work with JCE editor? Yeah, I think this does, because this is actually putting the button underneath the editor. And why don't we just try that right now? Let's go to components, system, install extensions, install from web. Let's go JCE. And here it is. All right. Okay, we're going to download. And download the free version. I think this is it here. Yeah, we'll just put in that same spot. Extensions. Upload package. And now we're going to, once that gets checked, we will just, okay, oh, I accidentally opened it. All right, I'm going to drag it in from the other screen here. And now we will go, we're going to go to global configuration, default editor, JCE, save and close. Go to content, articles, your template, and let the hamsters run on their little wheel to open this up. Imran, how do you mean that JC is good, but in some cases disturbing for admin work? Okay, and here's JCE editor, and we have the button translate down here with a bunch of other XTD buttons that are installed in there. Okay, so let's go to here. And we'll click on translate. Try to detect. Let's let it try to detect. Oh, look at here. We even see how many characters we have left. So far I've done 1,973 of 500,000 characters, leaving me 498,027 translatable characters this month. And there we go. We've got the Danish again. So yeah, it does work with JCE. And quite handily there. Control C twice. Oh, that's what you were saying there, Serge. Control C twice, and it brings up the app there. Nice. So this is all in all really cool addition to have to a site. Also something that you could offer to clients, especially if you put in your API and you could offer this as a service to them and say, hey, we've got this button here. So if they are routinely translating their content from one language into another, or doing something like that, you could just offer that for them to do. Let's see, Deepl Pro here. Yeah, that's not going to work, is it? Here we go, Deepl Pro. Let's see what our options are here. Unlimited text translation, translation of whole files, cool. Full page translation, maximum data security for individuals and teams. All right, so $8.99 Canadian per month to translate text, unlimited. 5 whole files per month. Full page translation, formal, glossary with 5,000 entries, team administration, so you get 2 more users, single sign-on, and what's a cat tool? Many leading cat tools such as Trade-off Studio, MQ, and Across. Oh, okay. Probably will not work with Page Builder CK. Oh, that's a good question there, Ivor. Yes. You can use JCE Editor in CK Page Builder as well. So, for instance, let me show you here. Why don't we go to extensions? Okay, so system, install extensions. Let's install from the web. Let's go Page Builder CK. I also have this to install too. So no, let's just install it. Extensions, install, upload package, browse. Let's go to, there's a collection of my thumbnails. Let's go to Joomla 4 and CK template. Page Builder CK. Let's just do it with the light. Let's begin and test with the light. All right, so we're going to close this. We're going to do a new article. We will go switch to Page Builder CK. Yes. All right, so Page Builder CK, we're just going to call this article here. Now let's put a row on this page. Just have to wait for this to save. I'm not sure why this is taking so long today. I did not reboot my computer, and I have had it open running for a couple of days, so I should have perhaps done that today. Okay, did that save? Here's open. Oh, there we go. All right, so we've got a row. Let's take our text and put a text row in there. And now we can edit the item, go to text edition, and we've got JCE. Oh, yeah, you're right. We don't have the extra editor buttons at the bottom here. So you are right. It's not working in that, which is interesting. I wonder if there's a way to get them to show up top. But no, you're right. It's not going to show up. There. JCE shows up, but not that translation tool. All right, good point there, Ivor. So that would be, now I guess a workaround for me if I really need a translation for a text line here. So let's see, let's close this. Let's also put in, what will we put in? Let's make a message box. So I'm going to put a message box in here, and I'm going to edit the contents, and it's in here. So I would say, please don't forget to log out of your account. And then let's say I'm going to highlight this. Please don't forget. Underline that and make that bold. So what you could do is simply this, copy, go to the back end of this site, content, articles, add, and let's close that program that popped up on here. You could paste that. You could go to translate. Whoops, there you go. Translate down here. Translate. Then you could copy, and it's just an extra step. And of course, you know, that's basically what you are doing anyways when you're using Google Translate going outside. But the nice thing here is that it's maintaining the formatting of what is inside what you've already set up, the span style and text decoration, things like that. What Mary says she thinks there's a way to do it with JCE profile configuration. I know I'll use some editor buttons with Page Builder CK. Oh, okay. So there's a way, I think there's a way to do it with JCE profile configuration. No, I know I use some editor buttons with Page Builder CK and JCE. All right. Could be something to look into. Yeah, we could look in the settings of JCE. Now, I wonder if the free version is actually going to help us out there. Let's refresh this here. And there's JCE editor, and let's go to the control panel. Editor global configuration. Yes, keeping it pad empty. Paragraph, contrast, editor style, compress, use cookies. That's not it. Let's go close. Let's look at options. That's not what we want. Was it under general options? Custom help and inline help. Close. Let's go global configuration. Oh, we were just in there. Editor profiles. Let's also check this. JCE put XTD buttons in top area. You can do that. How to add move buttons from bottom to top. There we go. Do you know how I can move buttons displayed below the editor to the top inside the toolbar with an icon? Ryan says he doubts it. There's a couple reasons. Having them as a toolbar buttons would mean that they would have to be treated JCE editor buttons for the purpose of editing. If the buttons are included in the editor toolbar, the assumption might be that they are JCE buttons, part of the JCE editor, and therefore any issues with their function would be directed at JCE. So not possible. Although, let's see, in editor profiles, features, layout, bottom. Okay, well, hey, there's a possibility. It does. It show up in... Oh, you can do it with the CSS override. Yes, but with respect to CK Page Builder, I'm not sure if that would still be showing in there, because where we're over here, this has sort of got put the editor right in here. Seems like something that maybe Cedric would be able to do if we asked him to do it. Say we'd like to have XTD buttons available in here. Mary, is there somewhere that you select the editor that's actually used in CK Editor? You think it's something about having that little Joomla icon in the JCE profile? Okay. Well, then let's just see. That would be oh, and here's what just in editor profiles, features and layout, find the button that looks like a Joomla logo, drag it into the editor toolbar row. Okay, editor profiles, features and layout. All right, editor profiles, features and layout. Oh yeah, okay, down. Oh, you know what this is? Okay, this is the CMS button. In Page Builder CK, you can enable content plugin. All right, so let's do this. Let's drag this up here and save. Let's go to our article here and refresh. Man. Taking its time. Normally I would look on my server, see what's happening there, but okay. That is super long. That is super stupid long. All right. There we go. All right, so let's put text here. Let's go and let's take a look at that text. Text edition. Control V, what I put before. Let's go like that. Copy. Let's through here. Let's select and let's see our options here. Oh, look at there you go. Translate. You can do it. We click translate. I don't know. It's close. That's putting a field in. That worked. Let's try this here. Oh, and these are not. In PBCK, you can enable content plugin. Okay. That one is not working. We click article. That one's working. Translate, not so much. Contact's working. The translate button's not working. So it's probably something. There are two translate. Oh, that's right. There are two translate. Well, let's try this one. Ah, good eye, Bjorn. No, there's two Page Builder CK as well. Two articles. No, the Joomla ones are working. Yeah, it has some issues with JCE. I think it's scripting conflicts. All right, well, let's try this then. Let's close this. And we'll save this article here. We're going to go to cancel this here. Global configuration. And we'll go to server. All right, so let's go to TinyMCE. And we'll refresh this page here. See how long that takes. Do. I'm gonna go into here, plugins. No, that's off, so that's not what's taking so long. All right, so let's go in and edit here. Text edition. There's our editor. Of course, no bottom buttons. CMS content. Here's translate twice down here. Let's select this here. Oh, all right, so it does work. This is Cassiopeia Imran. That's the, but we're just looking at the page builder. But look, it does work through the CMS content button down here. Now look, we're getting everything duplicated here. That's kind of odd. But anyways, you do have translation that's right in there. So that's interesting. All right, so don't forget to log. Okay, so we can translate through the CMS button here, and we'll do Spanish this time. And there we go. Oh, and it's actually, it did it twice. Did I paste that twice? Control V. Don't forget to log out of your account. You know, I only did it once. I must have pasted it twice there. All right, so you can have it if you're doing TinyMCE. You know what? One of the things about using CK Page Builder or Page Builder CK is that when you're putting the text in, you don't necessarily need all of the formatting and things that are in JCE. Although it certainly is nice if you want to just edit some text section in there. But also remember too, and this is how, I saw someone ask this week about what's the best page builder, and in the forum discussion, someone said don't build a site because then you're locked in. I use Page Builder CK for specialty pages. If I'm just doing articles or making certain things, then I'll use that. So for instance, if we go to cybersalt.com. All right, so for instance, if we go to NetShaker, these are articles that I have done just with the Joomla article in the core JCE editor, and these are just set up just like that. I'm not using Page Builder at all for these. However, if you go to Joomla and to my monthly Joomla website, this is a CK. This is a Page Builder CK because I just wanted it. What I really wanted was the accordion here. So I built it in that. Now, listen, I'm not making 20 pages and ongoing adding content to this. So I'm not really locked into a page builder by using it for certain pages on my site. Let's say Page Builder CK goes away in 5 years. I'll just recreate the site. I got the information there. I could do it. I could do it in something in the core, and some might say, or a different plugin that like Regular Labs. But then again, you're doing something that's not core. But it's not too bad just to recreate, right? I mean, in 5 years, who knows what the heck will be going on anyways. Mark DeChevre, hello. He says he's sorry he's back home now. Mark, don't be sorry you're back home. You have a lovely house. You see discussions about the editor. Use the plugin perfectly on J4 with TinyMCE. Yes. No, we did not have any problems with JCE, Mark. What we were doing was trying it in Page Builder CK to see if it shows up. And with JCE editor being the default editor and trying to use that in Page Builder CK, it was not working. But it does work if TinyMCE is there. So no, everything is working great. And Mark, thank you for the suggestion. It's worked swimmingly. So we've just been playing around with some of the options. So the question was asked, would it work with Page Builder CK? And it does. No, if it would work with Page Builder CK, it does if you're using TinyMCE. Not so much with JCE editor. So. Yes, Bjorn has a new redesign of his site on there, breadsea.com. He's put a lot of work into it, so you guys check that out. It looks really, really good. Nimmer says that's why he tries to do everything came up as default with Joomla installation. Yes, core is the way to go, but it's just like hey, it's like so many things in life. We buy something afterwards to spiff it up or does something different. You buy a car and you put some nicer rims on it, or you change the headlights, or you put some tinting on the glass, and so you modify it a little bit, and it's okay. I think the other thing too is what's most important is to be able to get your site going. And if a page builder or a CCK like Content Creation Kit or an extension, something from Regular Labs or from OCH or for blogging or any of those things, if that gets you where you're going, great. And if down the road, a couple of years down the road, you think, hey, I know a different way, or I've learned lots about Joomla, I want to go and use things in the core, just go ahead and switch the stuff to the core, right? But and again, my whole philosophy about what I've said about some of these non-core extensions is the easier that it is for people to use Joomla, the more people that will use Joomla, the more people that will buy extensions and services for Joomla, and that is good for the community and for the project. Because if there's more people using it, then there's more people developing it or maintaining it or doing things. And there's always going to be a broad spectrum from purists who only use the core. There's some people that look down on people using a CMS and saying, why don't you just type it all in Notepad? That's what I do. So, there you go. Michael says he doesn't see CK as locked in as it's all CSS that you can learn. True. I have looked at the I looked in the database of articles when at the body of articles that are CK pages, and I think there's I'm not sure. Yeah, I'm not sure, but I'm not worried about it. So Bjorn did a really nice job on his site here. Let me just click on that. Here we go. We'll take a quick look at that. A lot of work. You got stuff zooming in. Oh, that's just because I move things there. There we go. Zooming in. Sun popped in. It looked really nice on mobile too when I looked the other day. And lots of work. The thing that I liked was that he's got a lot of information on here. And we all know that the challenge of building a website is coming up with the content and the graphics and putting everything together and building the forms and having all this information and all that. So it takes a long time, as you know. So I agree with you, Michael. I'm not worried about being locked into the page builder, and it's certainly not the template builder either, because it's not a framework. You're actually just building a template. I mean, you can take page build, once your template is designed, you can take template creator CK right off of your Joomla site and still use the template. Now, if you need to adjust it, it's tricky after that because you have to. You'd have to reconnect them somehow. I don't know how you would do that, but oh, there's Test. Thanks for taking the time to demonstrate your plugin. You are very welcome. Now, I know your name is not Test though. What is your name again? I'll find it on your site here. Let's see, about. Here we go. Who did this? There you go. Peter Jan de Vries. Peter Jan de Vries. Peter Jan de Vries. I'm sorry if I'm not pronouncing it properly, but there he is. This is who made it. This is Obix. Peter, if I'm saying that right, or Peter Jan. I looked for your YouTube, not for your YouTube. I looked for Twitter or Facebook or something on here to find you, and I didn't see anything. So, but anyways, yes, thank you very much. And everybody, don't forget, this is a free plugin, but there's a cool little opportunity. You can buy him a coffee to say thanks for what is a pretty cool little plugin that's pretty handy, and it looks so nice. The documentation is good, so good work on doing that. So, all right, so yeah, that's good. So back to back to Deepl here. One thing I was thinking here too. Since the translation is unlimited, if you have a monthly account, if you find you're doing a lot of translation, or you have a client that is going to do a lot of translation, then why not you sign up for a starter account? You pay your $8.99 Canadian per month, and then for the advantage of having that set up and them not having to pay another bill each month, and not having to register, and not having to use their credit card information, and they would not have access to any of these other things that might cost more or anything like that, then you could charge $10 a month, or maybe you would charge $18 a month based on this. If people are doing a lot of translating, if that's value to them, and you're providing a service by managing another service, then I think that's totally good. All right, Peter is signing off. You have a nice night, and you take care. Yeah, so that's something as well. I use Elf site for doing a couple of things on web pages, and you get so many impressions each month, but it sets it up nice. For some clients that are not using it very much, I just throw that in. But for others that are using quite a bit, then I charge them for some of the use of the account there. So Imran, he was actually Imran. He has no control over what languages. He's not Deepl. He's actually just the plugin that connects to Deepl. So yes. Yeah, so really not that bad for if a tool that's being used frequently. But certainly 500,000 characters, not a big deal either. So, all right. Well, I think that pretty much wraps up looking at that. So why don't we have some fun here? We'll go back and let's see what new extensions have come out in Joomla. Why don't I fix... let's close some windows here. All right, close tabs to the right. Get down to one tab here. Let's go close. Let's go System, Extensions, Manage. No, System, Extensions, Install, Browse, Install from Web. There we go. There we go. newest first, current Joomla version. And what have we got here? All right. DJ Audio List YOOtheme Pro element is a YOOtheme Pro extension that lets you create audio lists and place them anywhere on your site. All right, let's go to open a new tab. And I have a couple of clients that have YOOtheme Pro, a couple that have come to me for help with migration, and they've got some YOOtheme stuff happening. So this is just like in Page Builder CK offers you extra icons and things, then here is something for adding an audio list. An audio book, putting in the information. Easy local Google fonts. Ah, interesting. Let's see what this one is. Download Google fonts automatically to your server. Main features: automatically download Google fonts to your server, automatically remove remote Google fonts and use the local one, detects fonts added by Joomla document API, and also fonts added manually to template. This would be probably helpful for GDPR stuff, for privacy things. It is a paid download, and it's from JoomBoost, and it's for 3 and 4. Interesting. Okay. Next, JoomElection. This is another one that they've just put out. Joomla extension and intended for the organization of elections in small and large scale. Manage elections on individual candidates or lists. Record information about candidates or lists. Assign candidates to the lists. Collect information on voters. Import tool of voters list. Each voter can vote from the front part of the site once after identification. That's pretty neat. Let's check out the demo here. I saw that someone shared this on Facebook the other day, and I thought, well, there's a new kind of bit of kit to give functionality. This is a simple dummy tested printing and typesetting industry. Oh, you can log in with the, all right. Okay, let's go here. Demo. Oh, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. Yeah, I did it wrong. Demo, DEMO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. One more time here. Maybe that's not working. Well, we will trust them that they're running elections on there, though. Lesson code Minifier. Lesson code Minifier eliminates unnecessary white space, comments, new lines, etc. data without altering the original source data. With the help of this tool, you can minify HTML, CSS, and JavaScript using your local computer or web URLs. So it's an input-output thing. You put your code in, and it strips it out, all the spaces. Have you ever gone to a web page and gone view page source, and then you end up with one line across the top, and you need a screen that's like a mile wide to read it all? That's because of all the spaces. And things have been removed just to pick up a bit of speed. All right. That's a paid download. All right, JCE CK, easy image caption. So let's see here. It's a free download. Easy image caption CK adds automatically some caption to your images. It will use the little tag of the image to create the caption in all your images directly after enable the plugin. You don't have to play with HTML. Just use the title tag on the image with the editor in your articles. All right. Well, we'll probably check that out someday, I'm sure. Easy image caption. You can use the plugin options to choose to apply the Easy Image Caption CK only on selected images, or using multiple options. All images excluded the selected ones. Okay. And this is the Joomla 4 version of the original Easy Image Caption plugin from Thomas River. Plugin's being stopped at Joomla 3. Okay, so he's forked this from something that's not coming up for 3. Imran says in Joomla, code modifications unnecessary. Yeah, I mean, probably you're not gonna, you're only gonna shave off a few small number of characters. But you know, I can see amongst people that want to absolutely fine tune every single thing to get every gain that they can for speed, taking out 100 spaces or 500 spaces, I don't know, in a whole line or something like that, is it floats their boat, and that's okay. Floats their boat. Everybody out in the lake should appreciate everyone's boat that's floating. Don't yell and say, hey, you got a stupid boat. Pretty links. Well, that sounds interesting. What is pretty links? Right, from Tom Vanderlaan, TLW Design. Module display inline links with icons in a nice and easy way, ideal for top bar contact details. Well, let's check this out. It's a free download. Okay. Let's change this to English. A module to display inline links with icons in a nice, easy way, ideal for top bar contact details. Oh, here we go, the top bar. Oh, look at that. We've got a GitHub icon. We've got email. All right, that's pretty cool. Just to make some links and add an icon to it. Cool. Yeah, that's got a nice little look to it. Content PayPal donate button. This plugin allows you to insert a PayPal donate button into an article, other content or module by using BF PayPal donate. Okay. From Brainforge UK, free download. They have 20 other extensions. So let's see. Well, we'll go to the demo here first. Yeah, and there you go. This plugin allows you to insert PayPal donate an article. You can suggest an amount. Oh, you can put BF PayPal donate, suggest £5. And this is free. And over here, here's the button at work. And this will just basically go right to their PayPal. And that's how you can donate an amount. Oh, yeah, you even have it set so you can put in the amount. Nice. Well, that's a handy dandy little one. Just to put that code in where you want. Bjorn says in Joomla, you have font awesome by default. Just add the I code. Oh, for the. Oh, you're talking about for things up at the top. Yeah, you can just put in the I code and get an icon showing next to someone. Yes. And Imran's talking about an article that Nicholas Dianopoulos. Akiba, yeah, Nicholas. Yeah, I forget Nicholas. Yeah, what is Nicholas's? I just always call him Nick from Akiba. And it works in the menu too. So there's a core way to put those in the top. Let's go back here. I'm just trying to remember what Brainforge what are their other extensions here? Redirect after login. Yeah. Manual shipping method for Hika Shop. Okay. Replace J4 favicon by Brainforge. Okay. Redirect the message with message pond. Calculator, custom HTML form. So they've got a bunch of things there. TF Page Builder. All right, Imran. Have a great day. A great Thursday where you are. We'll catch up. Joomla extension builds website design functionality easy. So TechFry has done another page builder. There's Chuck saying hi, Imran Byram. Hello, Chuck. Let's see, there's a little demo here. All right, a demo page built with their page builder. Okay. Cool. All right. It's our pretty links. Focal cart SVG scheme module. I saw someone share this as well. Let's check this out. What does this do? A Joomla CMS module which displays focal cart categories and products in SVG scheme. All right, so, and there's a demo here. Why don't we just watch this demo? Here we go. Not going to take very long here. Select the module, set the background image, the categories that will be displayed in SVG scheme. What is an SVG scheme? SVG in my mind is the, the graphics that get drawn. Images, SVG, company, second, third, fourth. All right, let's just see what this does here. Oh, select polygon points for each category. Oh. Oh. Is this converting images into SVG? Is that what that's doing? Is this to draw things faster? I don't know. This is very intriguing, though. Probably should open this full screen. Okay, you've got all... Oh, this is doing different hot links. Oh, that's pretty cool. Oh, you're putting information for mousing over. Let's replay that about this point here. So fourth floor, what he's done here. All right. Select the category background image that serves as an SVG scheme for products. That's the image. Oh, so that's the image that... Oh, all right. Okay, so this was the image that came up when you moused over something here. the fourth floor, customer group, blah, 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 blah. You select, okay, you select, this is picking the space when you mouse over, and it shows this image. All right. And the end result was this. This is like a map. What were these called? Not heat maps, but they were. You see this in Dreamweaver. You could set up a map of an image. So if someone moused over certain coordinates, you could hot link to an area on an image. That's pretty cool. Mary says, have a great weekend. You got to run. Not literally, of course. Image maps. Right. Image maps. Yes. Mary, have a great day. Okay. So, let's see. And this has just gone to someone's live stream. Streaming right now on YouTube. Right. And what are we at here? 1226. Let's see. We'll look at a couple more. Here's more of the BrainForge things. Okay. And let's go down to Cookie Consent Manager. Who's this? This is Papu Software and Media. Plug in and integrate the CCM19 Cookie Consent Manager. Allow CCM19 without manually modifying the theme or resorting. What's CCM19? Let's go to demo. Let's go here. CCM19 Cookie Consent Manager. Oh, that's .de. That's Germany, isn't it? Made and hosted in Germany. Okay, so this is a service that's doing all right, that's supplying the information for cookie consent. All right. Pretty photo ribbon. This module can display images in a scrollable ribbon on your website. It's another free download, and this is from Ton Vanderlaan. Let's see. And here they are. Oh, here we go, down here. Nice. Nice action on that. And we can read the English. Add up 20 images. Images are clickable. Options set aspect ratio. Complete Bootstrap 5 base. Works best with Cassiopeia or other Bootstrap 5 template. No dependencies loaded. 2 kilobytes. JS and CSS added. Your Bootstrap 5 template should do the rest. No jQuery, only vanilla JS. Nothing planned for now. Upcoming features. So, all right. Interesting. What else has he got? What other extensions does he have? 3 other extensions. Pretty buttons, pretty masthead, pretty links. Might as well look at pretty buttons here too, right? Oh, my bad. My bad. Pretty buttons. Here's pretty buttons. There we go. And let's go to English, and Oh, the demo is not there. An example shows all the predefined Bootstrap 5 button classes. So these are buttons. Actually, I have, my friend Rick wants me to make something look more like a button that's on a site, and so I was just going to use one of the Bootstrap button classes for that text. So, all right. JS visitor counter. Oh, I think we've caught up to things we've looked at in the past. Let's see. Yeah, this was last updated August 25th. Or did we see? Oh, this is a little bit different. Let's see here. Demo. This is going to show visitors. Oh no, this is different. Percentage. Do you like web services of geolocation servers are used for this? The respective servers can be used for all selected activities. No server was selected. The assignment and counting of countries is switched off. Okay, so you do something. You set up a server. And then there's a way to track where people are from countries. This is very old school. Look for a counter. Remember when we were adding counters to all of our websites and just having a script at the bottom that showed the number? And it looked very much like that. So cool. It's got a real data look to it as well. All right. Well, see anything that really... Oh, here's a plugin that you can schedule the execution of the empty trash task. That's interesting. It's free. With this task plugin, you can schedule the execution of the empty trash task. So if you have people that are deleting articles, your trash can just delete them nicely. This too, and this is the guy that's got the export article. You can share articles to another Joomla 4 based site in one click. If you looked at that. Nice. All right. Here's the module for showing quick links to content categories, Virtual Joom Shopping, a menu, or custom link. So let's see. Sergey Tokachev. He's got 15 extensions. What else has he got here? Bootstrap 4 toast module. Okay. Bootstrap image slider. Look at that cat looking at us there. Yandex checkout donate. Virtual Bitrix 24. He's got a whole variety of things here. A lot of shopping cart stuff. All right. Yeah. All right. Well, I think we're catching up to some things. But anyways, let's switch here. Chat on right. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in today. I think we'll wrap it up at that point. That's a super duper nice plugin that we saw for translating in the editor. And that's pretty neat. Worked out pretty well. Well, as usual, it's good to hang out with you all again here on a Wednesday. It's Wednesday here on the left coast of Canada. It's nighttime in Europe. It's early, I guess it's getting close to late afternoon on the east coast of North America. And as we've seen where Imran is, it's Thursday morning. So anyways, thanks for your support of this channel. Thanks for tuning in. And thanks for your help. As usual, I hope that wherever you are, be it morning, afternoon, evening, or tomorrow, that this finds you well. Until the next time, enjoy your Joomla sites, and God bless.